Alright, let's get out of the way. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, leave a comment if you'd like. I don't know how to pronounce this, so we're just going to call it Isekai to Cheat Skill, Episode 1. Is it worth watching? Well, let's figure out. It starts off with this main character who thinks the world's against him, but the one thing he wants to do is become a hero. He wants to save some people if he can. So while he's walking home, he hears a girl being harassed by a bunch of guys in the alleyway. Tries to scream at them, "Hey, stop it! Don't do that!" And it's pretty pathetic because it's 6 guys against one really fat kid. And when they look at him, they're probably thinking, look at this fucking fat ass. So he politely asks them, I don't think she wants anything to do with you guys. And then they say, is that what you think? I don't like the way you look. And they beat the shit out of him after that. And you could see the blood flying. But at least he did what he wanted. At least he kind of saved her. After that, the police come and all the gangsters run away. So then he tells you his really sad backstory. He says, well, because I'm really fucking fat. At school, they'd make fun of me calling me fatso, and it wouldn't stop there. When I'd get home, my parents would say stuff like, that's disgusting! Don't put your clothes in with the rest of the families! And his dad would add on, don't make your mother repeat that! And then comes more and more sadness to this guy's life. So when he went to middle school, he got it the worst because the bullying got harder and they beat him up even more. But there was one person in his life that meant so much to him because he taught him so many lessons, such as, when you see someone in danger, you should help them, and I know it takes a lot of courage, but I think you can do it. And probably the best one, when times are rough and you treat others with kindness, the kindness will come back to you. Don't give up on yourself, you're worth it. But then his grandpa passed away. He feels really sad about that because no one loves him as much as he did. So when he passed away, he left him the house and everything in it. And that's when his parents got really mad and says, you're our son, so that house and that shit is all ours. So they went to discuss it with some lawyers. And I think the grandpa knew this was going to happen. So he also brought people to help him out. And so now the house and everything in it is the main characters now. And the sad thing is, even though he owns this really big house, he has no one to share it with, so now he's really lonely. I'm just surprised that no one wanted to be his friend. Literally no one in that big school, not one kid wanted to hang out with this kid at all. But I get it, they have to make this kid's life so bad, so the story seems really impactful to some people. So he goes to school for graduation. He's finally graduating middle school, and I'm thinking, some of these guys don't look like middle school students at all. They look like full-grown adults. Well, everyone gets their yearbook signed by their classmates, and he opens his, and a bunch of people just wrote down, fatso, idiot, pig, all that shit. And then he starts thinking, oh shit, I need to get out of here, I need to get to my job. And he starts running away, but the bullies find him, they catch up to him. And he tries to roll into a ball, and he says, I can't get beat up right now, I need to go to my newspaper job. And they don't care, they're stupid middle school students, and they're kicking his ass so hard that he's bleeding. And what are they doing, the other kids? They're just recording him while he's getting his ass kicked. And these stupid fucking popular kids, they just smile and laugh at him. That's fucking disgusting. Also, these characters look like they're from an amateur video game artist. Get ready for more sadness in this guy's life. Wow, this author really wants to make this look really bad, so when he does end up having a whole lot of shit, we feel like, yeah, he deserves it, he got all this shit that was terrible. So when he gets beaten up, I guess they took so long beating him up that's almost afternoon/night. And so when he goes to his newspaper thing, they say, you're so fucking late, this is your last day, after today you're fired. So one day he gets really frustrated because obviously nothing's going right in his world, and he's like, why? I've been nothing but kind, but nothing is going my way. So then he punches the wall, and it's a hidden door, and when he goes inside, there's another door. But in that door, there's another world where he's being isekai'd. But the cool thing is that he can open the door to go back to his world. So he goes into his backyard, which is a different world, and he figures out that he has a ton of weapons that are overpowered. And not only that, he's also at level 100. And there's this monster in the back, and he's thinking, how am I gonna beat it? I'm a fat fucking loser. He throws one of those OP spears and he smashes him right in the stomach, and he kills him. After that, he gets so much skills and a bunch of money, and the money is changed to the currency that he's actually in. So he doesn't have to work these stupid part-time jobs anymore. He just gained money for killing these beasts. So after getting all those skills and leveling up so much, that night he starts changing form. And when he wakes up, he lifts his shirt and he's all jacked, ripped. Now he looks like a video game character. So I don't know for what reason, but he goes and gardens in his backyard, and it's just the most crazy items back there. And I'm thinking, wow, so lucky, this guy. And then he sees a monster in his garden, and he's like, I need to kill this thing. He kills it, and it's a rare drop. He gets this necklace that's really strong. Now he's at level 150, and school's about to start, and he's going to go into high school now. But even though he looks different, it's still him inside his body. So he's still afraid that they might beat him up, and when they go and talk to him and say, are you new to this school? You don't look very familiar. I don't know, I feel like I would have lied saying, nah, I'm a new kid, instead of being the same guy. And he tells them the truth and says, I'm that really fat kid you used to bully. So now they're not going to bully him because he's not fat and he's not ugly. But after school, they try to gang up on him saying, you're not the kid that you said you were. And even though he says, I am, they don't believe him. And then the popular kids say, it doesn't matter, you're still uglier than us. But here it is, all that stuff that his grandpa said coming back at him. Out of nowhere, a cute girl comes out of a limo and says, hey, blank, whatever his name is. And I guess they're just going to let him leave with her. And I'm thinking, alright, sounds good. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Peace.